From New Orleans, 2K Sports proudly brings you NBA basketball from the home of the Pelicans. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge is joining us from the sideline. The New York Knicks come into this one after a win against Toronto. And just one look at the score tells you all you need to know. They were dominant in just about every area.
I just thought the defense was porous. Got any shot they wanted, really, for most of the evening.
I'll give them credit. Even though they were facing very little resistance, they refused to play down to the level of their competition.
And now the New York Knicks starters. Jimmy Butler is out there for Porzingis. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins. Then there's the captain, and it's Knox in at the 2. Tonight's matchup, 2 transition offenses. Steve, over your 14 NBA years, who are some of your favorite teammates to run the fast break with?
You know, one that comes to mind was probably the quickest, Tony Parker. When he first entered this league, we had jets.
Yep. And if you want to talk about liftoff, folks, he went right from the launching pad, serious extended hang time there. Even at full speed, it looked like he was in slow motion. Just amazing.
Feeds to Davis, and it's Davis with the jam.
High above the rim. Not many guys have that kind of length and vertical. AD, one of the few.
Chapman the pass to Porzingis. Inside. The kick outside to Butler. Some nice passing by New York here. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Knox. He's covered by Kid Gilchrist. Out of bounds, New Orleans will take possession. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. Take a look at the Spurs. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And you know what, the Knicks, they continue to obliterate expectations because they found a way to get the most out of the guys on this roster.
Now here's Holiday. He's coming off a 19-point game against Memphis.
And he showed again why he is such a sensational playmaker. Some of the plays he made were just remarkable.
Here's Chapman. He's coming off a 28-point game against Toronto.
And we got to talk about his 4 steals on the night. That's a complete performance at both ends of the floor.
This is what you get from Cousins, a big man who can catch, face up, and deliver.
The wide open look here for Holiday. And another 3 for New Orleans.
And early on, they looked great. They've made all 4 of their shots to start this game.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Stolen by Holiday. Here we go with Holiday running it up the court. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Here's Chapman. He's covered by Kid Gilchrist. The 11-footer. And it doesn't even draw either.
When you defend a good mid-range shooter, this is how you contest without fouling.
The kick out to Holiday. Again, Holiday missing.
And that was an easy one there, just a missed opportunity.
If you give it to him, he'll take that shot every time down the floor. I'm sure he's kicking himself.
And defensively, this is a nightmare. He's already on a roll.
Well, obviously, this was the strategy coming in. Feed him the rock and let him go to work.
Outside, Kid Gilchrist. Butler passes to Chapman. Pass to Cousins. Butler on the way. Clock at 6. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And Jimmy Butler, something of a quirky character, has a ritual whenever he's at a grocery store of paying the person's bill behind it. Doesn't care if it's 99 cents or 2,000.
And so Butler nails both of them. And Butler never afraid to be a little bit different, listening to country music in the locker room, much to his teammates' chagrin.
In the offseason, riding around in a van with a baby on board sticker, even though he's single with no kids. Move the rearview mirror as a symbolic reminder to never look back. This guy's special.
And Jimmy Butler's a very physical wing, as we know. Greg goes about 6'8", 240, and he can D-up almost any position.
And the strength to deal with forwards, the quickness to cover guards. Also, he uses that strength to attack the rim and get himself to the line.
What you have with Jimmy Butler is a guy who can guard 1 through 4, and sometimes even the 5. Another made free throw. He can get on these kinds of rolls. Great focus.
Here's Clavel. Playing Memphis, he was nearly unstoppable. Here's Chapman. Throws down the breakaway jam.
Quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and offensively.
Terrific defensive instincts to come away with that one, and he showed no hesitation in how he completed that transition opportunity.
Got it despite aiding back a bit. Davis has got his second bucket of the night.
Boy, he reads the defense well, makes a nice adjustment. Very dependable.
Here's Chapman, started by Davis. Unloads from 9. Outside Butler. And it's Cousins with the foul. That's his first foul. And so it's Davis. He'll bring the ball up for New Orleans. Victory eluded them last time in New York when they took on the Knicks.
Yeah, they were just wrecked last time they faced this team, and a lot of it was their own undoing.
It was a sizable loss, and it was mostly due to their awful passing and ball control. They just need to use better judgment in this game.
And Drew Holiday, Steve, is such a huge factor on the defensive end whenever he's on the floor.
You know, it's been a focus for him to step his game up on that end of the floor. He moves his feet so well that guys can't just blow by him. Numerically, the way he can skirt his shots at the rim, it's like having a defensive center on the floor.
Now, here's Cousins. What a tremendous game he played against Toronto. Impressive fadeaway right there. Cousins has got 6.
You want to stop DeMarcus Cousins from driving, but then he also can hit the mid-range jumper.
Here's Holiday. They trail by 1. And it's slammed in by Davis.
And no doubt both teams competing at a high level, but the consistency has been lacking here. Another reach in.
I like to fight in these clubs. Neither side willing to give it an inch. We'll see how it turns out.
Here's Chapman following the score by New Orleans. Here's Butler on the money with the shot from the left block. 6 points for him.
This is where Jimmy Butler really does his best work, when he can use his length and strength to full advantage.
And it's Cousins with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Already his second foul here in the first makes it a tough decision whether to leave him in or not.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Rose scanning the floor. Five on the clock. From the baseline. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. The Knicks with the lead. He'll go to David Aldridge, who spoke with head coach Alvin Gentry. What's the news there, David?
Right, Kevin. When he talked about this game plan, he said the other team is just too fast to make this an up-and-down battle. He said if this is a half-court game, we win, and if it's a fast break game, they win. Kevin?
Thank you, David. So it's the Knicks now, following the shot by Drew Holiday and the basket by Knox.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
And Holiday, here we go. And now the Knicks on the break. Here's Chapman. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Now it's a 5-point New York lead. Here is Rose. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. To the inside. Turner with the steal. And a fast breakdown for New York. Here's Chapman, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one on Davis. New York shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
That one is off. Steve, we've heard the phrase speed kills, especially when trying to guard someone with a very explosive first step.
Westbrook, John Wall, Kemba, Kyrie, Isaiah Thomas, Giannis Antetokounmpo, those guys, they get up and down the court. There's so many young guys. Ben Simmons, Donovan Mitchell. Woo, I wish I had that speed, Kevin.
You did at one time. You did have that speed at one time.
Not at all. Not at all.
4 on the clock. Redick inside the line, and that one comes up a bit short.
I can tell you right now, the coach loved everything about that shot except the result.
Here's Chapman, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. This pause in the action gives us a chance to see the teams that have scored the most points off turnovers this month. Number 1, the Knicks.
Yeah, I mean, their defense has been really good, and it's led to a lot of easy opportunities on offense. Creating points off turnovers has been key.
And he knocks down the first one. He doesn't get the second one.
Yeah, a lot of whistles here early, as well as foul trouble starting to be an issue.
And the foul on Miles Turner. That is his first foul of the game. To end the cold streak.
In building this lead, they've done a terrific job finishing the defensive sequences with the backboard. That has been key. And a lot of scoring here early on. This is the type of game the fans love to see.
I love it. Really, both teams running plays that fit the personnel, going back and forth.
Chapman can't hit from in close. Pelicans trail by 5.
What the fuck are you doing, bro?
He's covered by Ingram.
This shit don't make sense.
Another steal.
This shit, motherfucker.
Here's the break. Shoots from 14. Nice touch on the bank shot. And the Knicks lead by 7.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Here's Kavanaugh. He's covered by Cantor. On the basket by Rose.
Derrick Rose inside is a treat to watch because watch how high he gets off the floor.
Here's Chapman. He's got 8. Outside Hardaway. They get it back. Out to Ingram. Beyond the arc. His second shot goes in. Off to a good start. 2 for 2.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Rose with the ball. He's coming off a 10-point game against Memphis. And the dunk by Rose.
Insane leaping skills from Derrick Rose on display. You got to watch out when he takes off.
Here's Chapman. He's covered by Rose. Chapman's shot is off.
Oh, I don't believe that. He's better than that. Come on.
Hardaway against Reddick. Inside. And it's blocked by Chapman. They get it back. And Reddick kicks to Rose. Makes it off the glass. Now just a 4-point Knicks lead.
He's a great shooter, but not just a gunner. JJ finding the open man.
Chapman the pass to Turner. And Turner throws it down.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. New Orleans has gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. Shoots from 14. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
He got a good look from the mid-range area. He needs to shoot this one with more confidence.
Here's Chapman. He's covered by Rose. And there's another one for the Knicks.
See, this is how you dictate the flow of the game. He's been lit this quarter.
And the pass to Kavanaugh. Here's Baines. Outside Rose. And too long on the shot.
And this is a guy that can get you stops. Aggressive on the defensive end.
Also doing a good job of tracking the ball, contesting the mid-range jumper as well.
Now here's Ingram. He has 5. 5 to shoot. Fades. Second chance shot. Cantor's shot is off.
I like the aggressive move on the layup attempt, but the defender, he just stayed right with him.
Ingram with the steal. And now the Knicks on the break. And stolen by Reddick. And so it's New York in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. Cantor traded to the Knicks In 2017, said he was thrilled to go and play in New York.
Man, it's just like dream come true. I'm going to New York because like for every player, man, you just want to come to New York. It's a big city, a lot of people, crazy fans. And I mean, of course, the most famous arena in the world. And I was definitely so happy.
That's a great place to play, the Mecca.
And they're hungry for a winner. I think Cantor's willingness to mix it up and challenge opposing teams has endeared him to the fans.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And guys, what's your take on the Knicks so far?
I mean, a solid first quarter, especially looking at that plus turnover ratio.
Take care of the basketball, being disruptive on D. That combination has them out in front.
On the court for the Knicks, you've got Brandon Ingram, Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with Ntilikina. Then a team swap here for New Orleans. Kid Gilchrist looking around. Here's Clavel, defended by Butler, and stolen by Cousins. He dishes it to Butler. To the wing on the left, Knox. The offensive rebound, outside, Porzingis. Good, and it's Cousins picking up the assist. Porzingis has got 6 points in the quarter.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Holiday with it, now guarded by Chapman. Holiday, the pass to Clavel. Shot clock at 6. Trying to get open is Davis. The putback, Davis on the phone.
I love AD's ability to track the ball off the miss. He got it and scored.
Here's Chapman, guarded by Holiday. Chapman, the pass to Porzingis. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Hey guys, the captain in the last game against the Raptors was tremendous. He ended with 28 points and came out of nowhere defensively, blocking shot after shot in an incredible effort. He racked up big numbers in what was a really good performance. Can he carry it over tonight? We'll see, Kevin.
Great, David. Appreciate it. Well, he set the bar pretty high for himself with that performance.
He did. I mean, but we know he's going to try to raise that bar again tonight. No matter how good he is, he's always thinking he can do better.
It's going to be tough. I'm sure their entire defensive game plan is centered around how to stop him. They're going to be all over him.
Holiday finds Davis. The shot that time, not on target. Nice D from Porzingis. Here's Knox. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game.
When the defense is non-existent like they were there, it's pretty easy to score like he did.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Excellent D.
Yeah, the aggressive D inside leads to a missed opportunity there.
You know, he had terrific position, does a good job of affecting the shot without fouling.
And it's Cousins with the foul. And that'll be his third foul so far.
And that's the tough part of trying to keep him on the floor. Now he picks up that third foul.
When DeMarcus Cousins is blocking shots, this defense takes on a whole different attitude.
Here's Clavel. Here's Wilkins. And that one, good. Wilkins has got 6 points.
And after a scoreless first quarter, he's finally finding the range here in the second.
Here's Chapman, guarded by Holiday. Chapman, the pass to Cousins. It's deflected. Porzingis with the steal. Second shot opportunity. Here's Chapman, guarded by Holiday. Chapman, the pass to Cousins. Over Wilkins. Cousins with the bucket. 15 points in the game.
he has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. We know analytics is in the NBA to stay. In fact, it's expanding every season. Do players pay as much attention, do you think, to the advanced statistics as the coaches in the front office and the talent evaluators do?
You know, I think players more and more, Kevin, now are looking at these numbers and trying to see where they can get better at in different areas. They use those numbers when it's an advantage for them during contract time. They definitely run right to those analytics and say the reason why they should be paid more. So, but I still think the coaching staff in the front office has a heavily balanced of using more than players.
Using them selectively is what you're saying.
To their advantage.
Yeah.
And I tell you, the excitement's starting to ratchet up a little bit as the tallies start coming in.
Well, you look at the captain.
And getting the kind of attention you'd expect for a player having the kind of season he's having.
And we'll keep you posted as the voting continues. Outside, Davis. Here's Holiday. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Holiday's got his third basket of the night right there. Here's Chapman, guarded by Holiday. Porzingis can't hit.
And this is a guy that can get you stops. Aggressive on the defensive end.
Also doing a good job of tracking the ball, contesting the mid-range jumper as well.
Kid Gilchrist against Butler. Another shot. Kid Gilchrist, no luck. New York leading by 15 to the inside. Pass to Chapman.
Why?
He kicks it to Cousins. Knocks the pass to Chapman. It's tipped. Some nice passing by New York here. And Butler gets it to go.
It's fine to extend your defense to try and create turnovers, but guys have to help each other.
That's been a problem for them all game. Teamwork is something you just can't turn on and off.
Holiday finds Davis. Right on the bucket. Davis has got 10 points in the game.
Making a dent in this deficit. He's been on point tonight.
Here's Chapman, guarded by Holiday. Chapman, the pass to Porzingis. Great D that time from Davis.
Just great at getting after it defensively, forcing guys into tough shots.
Yeah, to be successful, you've got to protect the paint. He rises to that challenge.
Lavelle passes to Wilkins. Here's Holiday. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. The Knicks leading by 15. Here's Chapman. He's got 10. Holiday up top, defended by Chapman. The shot by Holiday, no good. And so Cousins will bring it up for the New York Knicks. The putback, great positioning on the putback. And the Knicks lead by 17.
As the game has gone along, they've gotten more and more aggressive on the backboard.
Here's Lavelle. That one off the back iron and out.
And, not sure if it's him or the defense, but just something's off tonight.
Especially in this quarter. He's had a few shots that looked like they would fall, but things haven't gone his way.
New Orleans has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. And here's Holiday. He's got 8. Pass to Davis. Over Porzingis. Porzingis with the block.
And with his length, Porzingis can be very disruptive on D. Not easy to get the shot off over that huge frame.
DeMarcus Cousins, he's been the guy making thick. Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You know, Cousins has really been making it happen, guys.
And I love the game plan in that first half. They really valued each possession.
You know what? It's hard to do. Staying focused and disciplined with your approach.
They've got Anthony Davis. He's out there with Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. Holiday out there with Wilkins. And it's Clavel in at the shooting guard. That's Alvin Gentry's 5 as we get into the second half.
2 shots.
And Smitty, if you had to boil it down to a single play in your career, what was your biggest moment?
Kevin, I'm glad you asked that question. I can also get it out there to everybody in the basketball universe. Game 7, Western Conference Final. Shaq fouled me, and they did not call the foul. Shaq fouled me, Kevin. That play still haunts me. I'm still mad.
Really? After all these years?
Yes. And he still lets me know that he didn't foul me, but we got to run the tape. He fouled me.
Now Holiday kicks it to Kidd-Gilchrist. Outside Holiday. 4 on the shot clock. Davis. Wilkins trying to get open. And there's Davis. That's good on the assist by Holiday. Holiday's got his 4th assist in this one. Here's Cousins. In it goes for the 8th time in 10 tries.
Well, this is what you get with DeMarcus Cousins. He will get you points.
Well, for New Orleans, shooting not great, 40% for the game. Davis kicks to Holiday. Shoots a 3. Hits the three-point bomb. Holiday's got 11. The Knicks leading by 19. Here's Chapman. No good that time. Excellent D there from Wilkins. He swipes the ball away again. And that's his 6th steal of the night.
Imposing as well at the defensive end.
No one rotating over to help on the mismatch. Easy lay-in.
That's his 2nd personal foul.
The next hip shot, 8 of 10 from the line. That's an even 80% free throw shooting here.
One shot.
Right around a minute and a half played here in the 3rd quarter. Holiday, the pass to Wilkins. Takes the 13-footer. Another one falls for New Orleans.
A solid beginning to this second half offensively. 3 for 4 from the floor.
Here's Chapman. He's got 12. That's to Porzingis. It's stolen by Davis. Outside Holiday. And Kidd-Gilchrist kicks to Holiday. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
What you like about Drew, these hard drives, a physical guard who sometimes invites contact.
New Orleans making a switch here. Redick is checked in. The Knicks leading by 19. Just under 2.5 minutes into the 3rd quarter now. Cousins, no one around him. They get it back. For New Orleans, they've gone 3 of 4 so far in the 3rd quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Kidd-Gilchrist against Butler. New Orleans moving it around. 5 to shoot. Wilkins passes to Holiday. And a clear foul there as he shot the triple. He'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
One thing about Holiday, he knows how to get defenders off balance. We'll see what he can do at the line.
Aaron Baines is checked in for Wilkins. Then for the Knicks, Cantor comes in for DeMarcus Cousins. And Tim Hardaway Jr. subbed in for Knox. Here's Chapman, guarded by Holiday. And the foul on Drew Holiday. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's his second personal.
And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Here's Chapman, guarded by Holiday. Clock at 4. New York needs to get off a shot. And here's Porzingis for a 3.
Excellent defense by Anthony Davis. He does not disappoint. Big-time play from AD.
And the defense out of position on that possession, which allowed for him to get that offensive board.
Well said. Yes, he did. You're right, Greg. That's a tremendous jam on the putback.
You know what? When you don't box him out, he will burn you for it. He threw that putback down with authority.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over.
Definitely not pleased with their rebounding at the defensive end. The number of putbacks they've allowed has been terrible. I'm sure that's what he's going to address during this timeout.
He's checked in for Butler. Let's check out the Western Conference standings right now that we're here in the new year. Look at the Lakers. They're looking extremely sharp right now, poised in the top spot and playing very well. And, of course, the Pelicans just need to take it a game at a time.
And I think for New Orleans, they weren't part of the discussion of teams on the rise as we came into the year. And now, quite frankly, we know why. If anything, they've taken a step back.
They really have. And maybe it's not the time to close the book on their season just yet, but that time isn't far off.
How the fuck does he land on me? And how the
Here's
fuck
Chapman.
is that possible?
14 points for him. To the paint, taken away by Holiday.
I'm making a fucking pass.
And here comes Holiday, leading the fast break. And Hardaway comes to help. Yes, that goes in. And that's 19 points for Drew Holiday.
I'll tell you, he is scorching the Nets this quarter. Maybe that'll help wake up some of his teammates.
Cantor's shot is off.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession. Yeah, the aggressive D inside leads to a missed opportunity there.
You know, he had terrific position, does a good job of affecting the shot without fouling.
Tyler Cavanaugh, he's checked in for New Orleans. And so here is New Orleans, and that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession.
Just active defensively here, being extremely disruptive.
You know, I love the effort just to get a hand in there. He is disrupting the offensive flow.
Rose, he's checked in for Drew Holiday. Here's Rose. Makes it off the glass. Rose has got 12 in the game.
Very aggressive, Derrick Rose. So efficient on how he attacks the hoop.
Here's Chapman. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And this is his 4th trip to the free throw line tonight.
And they have really leaned on his free throw shooting at times this season. He's been there for them, too, with 88% from the line.
Both free throws good from Chapman.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
There's the pass to Rose. It's Davis on the wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From about 19 feet, hits the front of the rim and out.
The defender took away the airspace, crowded him. That changed the shot.
Down low, here's Cantor. And Cantor throws it down.
Sharing the basketball. Plenty of guys talk about it, but not everyone does it.
Pelicans trail by 18. And it's Rose penetrating. Baines dishes to Rose. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Rose has got 4 this quarter.
Absolutely fearless. I mean, a nice subtle adjustment there going up against Quinn.
Well, this is where he shows both skill and body control along with the attack mindset.
Whoa, he really got his defender on his heels on that one. What a fantastic play, guys.
Pass to Davis. Now here's Reddick. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. 6 to shoot. Here's Davis. Passes to Kavanaugh. Launches a 3. And that one falls coming off of Davis's feed. Davis has got 3 assists in the game. And we've all heard the rumors that have been floating around the last few seasons. A lot of speculation if Davis could get traded or Greg leave in free agency.
I mean, Davis moving would be one of the rare situations where it literally could shake up the entire league. You hear a lot of different teams express their interest in him, but credit to Davis. He really has remained committed to New Orleans and has said everything you want to hear from a fan's perspective.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Rowe. The Pelicans have gone 6 of 8 from the free throw line tonight.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
The Knicks leading by 17. He kicks to Turner. New York moving the ball around. Here's Knox. 14 points for him. Chapman, that's good.
He's been making plays all quarter on a terrific hot streak, helping to build out this lead.
New Orleans has gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the 3 ball here. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Now here is Holiday, guarded by Chapman. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to be on Miles Turner.
This is what you like with today's guards. A lot of them have that extra size and strength to challenge in the paint.
He hits the second from the line. Here's Chapman. No one near Turner as he, and it goes at the buzzer.
Digging deep to hit that shot. That shows some serious guts right there.
Oh, man.
Ending this one with a bang.
And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead, and this one may already have been decided. It's the Knicks just dominating this one. On New Orleans, back in a moment. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Creating plays for others, it's an art form, but it's also a discipline. Fantastic job.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And on the floor for New York here in the fourth, DeMarcus Cousins out there with Jimmy Butler. Then there's the captain, and there's Miles Turner, and it's Knox in at the 2 spot.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
Butler on the way. Here's Chapman, guarded by Holiday. Chapman, the pass to Knox. No good from outside. And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for New Orleans. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Suns. That'll be the last of 3 straight at home for the team. At the top of the key, Kid Gilchrist. Clock at 6. Holiday with it. Now guarded by Chapman, and the shot goes in.
Long and wiry. Drew Holiday, tough to contain when he runs the pick and roll. Draws the defense attention, then drops the dime.
Here's Chapman, guarded by Holiday. We've had a full season now, Steve, of the jersey-sponsored insignias and patches. It has become a reality in the NBA. Any thoughts on that so far?
Yes, Kevin, because I'm old school. I don't like seeing it on the jerseys. I like the clean look. I would love to see it on their warm-up jerseys. You know, obviously their warm-up jackets and pants. I just don't like seeing it on the jersey. But I don't think I'm going to win this one, Kevin. I think they are here to stay. I think they might even add more sponsors on jerseys.
Yeah, the look they like is the look of money. Money, that's a good look.
That's the look.
They get from those sponsorships, right? Anthony Davis, he's checked in for the Pelicans. Here's Chapman. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Davis with the double team. To the paint. Here's Knox. Lays it up and banks it in.
One of the best passes at the center position. Just another way Cousins affects scoring.
Here's Clavel. And Holiday kicks to Wilkins. Holiday looking over the floor. Wide open shot is on the money. Holiday's got 14 points now in the second half.
I'll tell you, Holiday moves so smoothly. Good job of creating space off the pick.
At the elbow, it's Cousins. And he floats in for the easy two. Credit the assist on that one.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Clavel passes to Davis. Holiday. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the ball and will shoot two. Maybe every so often we'll hear about a team holding a players-only meeting. You've been there, I'm sure. You've gone through that. What exactly goes on in those discussions?
You know, Kevin, when you hear players-only meeting, something's going wrong with the team. And obviously, we meet all the time, but when there's specific in quotations of players-only meeting, there's a lot of things that are going wrong with the team, with individuals, with the coaches or general managers. They are trying to find a way to hash it out, and those are never good.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over.
And with everything that Anthony Davis does on offense, it's just mind-boggling. His scoring inside and out, the percentages, he does it all. He is undoubtedly one of the best big men in the league, and many would argue he is the best in the NBA.
Ridiculous.
That free throw, no good. And with Anthony Davis, the stat lines, Greg, he can post on any given night are just absurd.
Really, Davis still strong defensively, but he really impacts every facet of the game. One of the rare players who can carry a team on both ends of the floor. There just aren't many great players that can lead a team to a championship, but I think Davis is of that mold.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Holiday with the three. Buries it from three-point range. Holiday's got 27.
That gives him his second three of the half with 3 total for the game.
Here's Chapman, guarded by Holiday. Here's Chapman, and it's Cousins with the foul. That's it for him. He's fouled out of the game.
Yeah, the onslaught. He's been unstoppable now for a couple of nights.
The momentum is building, scoring in a bunch of ways. That's why his number keeps getting called.
And New York making a change here. Turner's checked in, and Holiday kicks to Kid Gilchrist. Out to the right wing. Here's Clavel. Porzingis with the rebound. Here's Knox. And there's another one for the Knicks.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
New Orleans has gone 5 of 9 when they put up the three-point shot tonight. And Holiday kicks to Kid Gilchrist. Pass to Wilkins. From 17 feet out. And that's good for 2. Wilkins has got 5 points now in the quarter. New York leading by 20. Chapman the pass to Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
The execution on point. Just terrific timing on these passes.
You know what? Controlling the pace, being patient, great vision. We're seeing it all tonight.
And Holiday kicks to Kid Gilchrist. Player podcast, something we're hearing more of, and it's a growing trend. Good idea, or do you think it could get some guys in trouble?
Well, some guys, it does a good job of helping their brand, and we love to see guys get a chance to do other things off the court. And then there are some guys who get a little loose, and they reveal some secrets, or they say some things they wish they could take back. So I think it all comes down to the individual. You've got to understand media before you try to jump out and start doing these podcasts.
Well said. Here's Porzingis. A shot, no good. And New Orleans will come the other way.
This shot's it's not there right now with this team leading. Perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
And it's Wilkins finishing it off.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off. And a tremendous Unleash Chaos replay coming to you courtesy of Under Armour Hover Hat. Stolen by Holiday. And New Orleans pushing it up now. The pass to Clavel. Outside Holiday. Three-pointers off the mark.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Chapman, the pass to Porzingis. And again, another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Pass to Clavel. NBA wants to keep things competitive, and one way to do that was to make some changes, Steve, to the draft lottery odds. Do you think it'll be enough?
I think it's the right call for them. I think the bottom three teams all have the same odds for the top three spots now. And it'll be much more even to distribute the odds for the back half of the lottery.
Turner passes to Chapman. Some nice passing by New York here. And Davis sends it back.
What's crazy about AD as a shot blocker, he can block your shot at all three levels.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Kicks it to Holiday. Puts up a three. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got 4 rebounds in this game. Over to the wing. Here's Chapman. To the middle. It's stolen by Davis. Passes it to Holiday. And the Pelicans miss again. And so it's Turner with it. He brings it up for the New York Knicks. They have a 22-point lead. It's the most they've led by. Here's Chapman. Count it. And with that basket, he's now 9 of 15 from the floor.
Yeah, you see the killer instinct. He's going for the death blow.
True story. They got a monster lead that's taking a life of its own.
Back to Holiday. Porzingis with the steal. Oh, and here we go. Knox has got the fast break chance. Wilkins brings the double team. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Well, we're always talking now about the modern super teams, whether they're a good thing or they're bad for the game. But the counter is that we've always had super teams at one time or another. Would you agree?
Yeah, I think we've always had super teams, Kevin. You look back at the Lakers with Magic and Kareem and Worthy. Those are kind of like a big three. And you look at the Celtics back in the day with McHale, Bird, Parrish, those guys. I think right now what you're looking at is we haven't seen where MVPs go join other MVPs. That's where it's been the change right now. Now you're seeing the super teams. That's why I think it's changing.
And so here is New Orleans. Holiday with the three. Drops in the tray. Holiday's got 10 points in the quarter.
His marksmanship this quarter has been unbelievable, yet they still trail in this game.
Holiday brings the double team, and the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. So it's the Pelicans now. Inside, trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Here's Chapman, guarded by Holiday. Chapman's shot is off.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you got to take it back.
Here's Kid Gilchrist. The Knicks pull it in. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. Here's Chapman. The NBA is so financially stable right now, Steve. What's it been like watching this growth for the league overall?
You know, I've loved it because I think the partnership has been phenomenal. The league is growing, both for players and also organizations. They've done a nice job of getting a chance to hammer out some of these issues, to making it worthwhile financially for the league and also financially for the players.
Oh, tried to dunk it home, but threw the foul. It'll go to the line.
Yeah, how about the body control on that one? Narrowly misses getting the deuce.
The first one falls, so both teams making some changes here. Both free throws good from Chapman, and Alvin Gentry wants a timeout. You have to like what we're seeing from the captain.
Yeah, because he's been killing them all night. They are struggling to find an answer.
And now we've got a moment for our Jordan player of the game, the captain.
And guys, no doubt who our pick was going to be. He's made everyone else on the court look like they're playing.
So no problem for New York as they get the win. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
Well,
The 2K Sports postgame show. Shaquille O'Neal to my right, Kenny the Jet Smith on my left, right here in the middle, I'm Ernie Johnson. And a chance now to head down to the locker room for our postgame interview.
Hi, this is Shaq.
And
Here you go.